Welcome back to the Sage Audio channel. Today we'll delve into our picks for the top 3 free mastering multiband compressor plugins. We'll cover the functionality of each plugin, discuss how you can use them for mixing and mastering, and then listen to examples of each to get a better understanding of how each one works. So, if you could, like, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for the full video. But first, if you're an artist, engineer, or producer, and you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample of it. All you have to do is set up an account, upload the song, and we do the rest. Up first, we have Dinosaur by Analog Obsession. We've talked about this plugin on our channel before, and for good reason. It's a great plugin that makes multiband compression easy. Whereas other multiband compression plugins can be convoluted, Dinosaur is nicely designed and shows the developer's attention to detail. For example, the reflections have been animated into each dial, something that you don't see too often in freeware. Now regarding the functionality, the signal is broken up into 5 bands: low, low-mid, mid, high-mid, and high, all of which have variable frequency ranges which can be observed underneath their respective frequency dials. Up top, we have the gain reduction meter for that band, as well as a large threshold dial. The attack of each band ranges from 1 millisecond to 50 milliseconds, and the release from 30 milliseconds to 3 seconds. The ratio can be a linear 1:1 or 20:1, which almost makes this plugin a multi-band limiter. The bandwidth functionality makes this plugin not just a multi-band compressor, but also a multi-band dynamic equalizer. By narrowing the bandwidth, you can adjust how much of the overall band is compressed. The gain for each band, as well as the overall output gain, can be adjusted. Furthermore, the detection can be switched from peak to RMS, which adds a lot of versatility to the plugin. So, if you want to control or attenuate your peaks, use the peak function. If you're trying to control average levels, select RMS. This is especially helpful for mid-frequencies that don't have quite the dynamic range as a low end with its kicks and snares, or the highs with hi-hats. Due to the plugin's versatility, you can use it for mastering, de-essing vocals, or de-essing during mastering and general compression. Let's take a listen to the plugin. At number 2, we have OTT by Exfer Records. OTT, or the over-the-top compressor by Exfer Records, is a unique plugin. Although it's a great option for EDM producers that want to squeeze as much as they can out of a track, I've found that it works great for mixing when used at lower levels. In short, it's a multi-band upward and downward compressor, but let's look at it in more detail. Now think of the depth dial as your wet try for the plugin. It determines how much of the original signal gets affected. You might notice that this is better left at a lower level due to the plugin's aggressive sound, but this is up to you and what you're trying to accomplish. Time adjusts the time of your attack and release. A lower percentage is a quicker attack and release, and vice versa. Lastly, up top is the input and output, which work as you'd expect. In the middle are 3 bands arranged top-down as high, mid, and low. The brown bar is your upward compression, the dark middle section is the threshold, and the green bar is your downward compression. By dragging the middle darkened bar, you're essentially telling the plugin everything below this level is getting compressed upward, and everything above this level is getting compressed downward. So notice that as the bar is dragged to include more green than brown, the level on the left is showing downward compression or attenuation, the more that the signal goes over the darkened bar. Inversely, if I drag the bar in the opposite direction to include more brown than green, the level is being amplified. To the right, you can increase or decrease the overall amplitude of the high, mid, and low bands. Lastly, at the bottom, if you want to completely avoid upward or downward compression, you can reduce their dial's percentage to 0. Or you can make the effect up to 2 times as intense by increasing the dial to 200%. Use these dials in tandem with the depth dial to really fine-tune how much of the signal is being compressed and if that compression is upward or downward. Although I don't use this plugin when I'm mastering, I could definitely see how it would be useful for certain genres. I like the upward compression when I'm mixing to bring the detail of a guitar or drum forward, in turn reducing the need for downward compression and limiting later on. Let's take a listen to it.
What the light feels like when it comes up. I got a fever and it's breaking low. We found a way, oh, true believer. Yeah, we're waking up. We found a way, oh.
Number 3 is Convergence by Cut Through Recordings. Last up, we have a demo mode of Convergence, a multiband compressor that has a more modern interface and functionality. To be completely honest, I'd use one of the other 2 listed previously before using this one, but it's an option nonetheless that still offers a good sound. In this demo version of the plugin, the signal can be split up into 4 bands, but less can be used as well. Up top, you can drag the band's crossover to change what's being compressed. Additionally, you can affect the attack and release of each band, which is illustrated in the small window to the right of each set. The attack ranges from 100 microseconds to 2 seconds, and the release from an incredibly fast 1 microsecond to 2 seconds. The threshold of each band can be controlled independently, as can the output of the band. Now, unfortunately, the ratio for each band is locked at 4:1 in this demo version. The orientation or alignment of the bands can be quickly altered by clicking one of the images in the bottom left. Additionally, the number of bands can be adjusted in this section. In the global section, you can adjust all of the attacks, releases, thresholds, and gains of the 4 or less bands simultaneously. Lastly, the demo allows for 2 times oversampling, which is great if you're using heavy compression or very fast compression settings. Let's take a listen to it.
What the light feels like when it comes up. I got a fever and it's breaking low. We found a way, oh, true believer. Yeah, we're waking up. We found a way, oh.
So these are our picks for the top 3 free mastering multiband compressor plugins, but what do you think? Is there one that we missed? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you're an artist or an engineer, send us one of your mixes at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample. All you have to do is set up an account, upload the song, and we do the rest. But thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and share this video with your friends. This way we know if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Also, you can subscribe to the channel. We release new videos every week, and subscribing is the best way to stay up to date. There's a comment section where you can leave your thoughts on this video, or you can make a suggestion for a future video. And again, if you're an artist or an engineer, and you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.